Here's the absolute reason why I hate the word community. And this is why I hate the term and I hate the sentiment of community. Community this, community that. We're developing this game for our community. Oh, we're filming this movie for our community. Oh, we're doing X, Y, Z. Community, 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 right? Oh, in our community, we don't tolerate the sexualization of women, and we cannot tolerate this behavior, that behavior. If you disagree with someone and you call them an idiot, there's something wrong with you within our community. Community is a word for police state. Anytime you have people who want to buy a similar product, guess what? You're not a community. Just because you like buying Call of Duty does not mean that the next guy that's buying Call of Duty is like you, or that you guys have anything in common. There is no such thing as community. There is such a thing as individuals, and that individuals that are collected within a group based upon a similar action or activity. There is such a thing as COD players, the player base. But amongst these individuals are individuals. Amongst these individuals are separate men who are not the same. You have men who work out, men who stay in shape. You have others who are twinks, and they don't give a crap about how scrawny they are. They don't care about how weak they are. They don't have anything in common with each other. And they very well might even have very different senses of humor. And the issue is when we have these terms like community. Oh, the Call of Duty community, we don't tolerate offensive language, and we don't tolerate offensive jokes. Okay, for one, I'm not a part of your crappy little community. And for two, how you wish to police people. You are not owed your police state, and you are not owed your curation of how other people ought to behave. There's never truly been this idea of a community, and the only time that you ever see community actually being realistic in the real world, through reality, what you see community being is really when we were in hunter-gatherer tribes. That's when community ever even existed to begin with. But even nowadays, most people within neighborhoods, they don't know each other. They used to. Now there's no such thing. But you know what's funny? Is that back when there was community in groups of people who actually existed in the real world, do you understand that they never even used this term, community? That they never even spoke about this term all the time. It just used to be that, oh, we just hang out with people. Oh, I hang out with that person. Oh, yeah, I love those people that I know, whatever, we do the same thing, or we don't do the same thing, we just know each other, right? Oh, you know, I like that person in the neighborhood, I don't like that person in the neighborhood. We used to know these things. We used to talk about these things. Nowadays, people who have nothing to do with each other and people who do not know each other, they have no intimacy in the real life, they have no brotherhood, they have no friendship, nothing. You have these types of people saying that they exist in these fabricated pseudo communities, these artificial communities. What it is a declaration that you yourself are a loser, that you yourself, you do not know anybody in real life, you have no real life friends or connections. So you're going to make up imaginary friends, and you're going to constantly tout about your connection with your imaginary friends. Well, here's the reality of it. Your imaginary friends will not fight for you. Your imaginary friends will not live for you, next to you, around you. Your imaginary friends will not take care of you when you're sick. Your imaginary friends are not real. This word community is for communists. And this word community specifically sprout up around the time of COVID, around the time of when our government became the most fascist, when people became the most collectivistic, and there was the most leftist hysteria, was back in 2020. That's when you started hearing this word the most. And then they've done everything in their power to popularize it ever since. Do not forget this. When you look at someone speaking and touting about community, do not forget that this is a term for police state. This is a word to justify. Because we're a bunch of individuals who are so close with one another, I have to tell you the better way of how to behave. I have to tell you what is acceptable, what isn't acceptable. I have to tell you what is acceptable within our little fabricated circle of real people. That is all a community means. It is an excuse for a group of losers with imaginary friends, because even they, between each other, are not friends. They make up who these people are. They make up in these little air quotes communities who the other people in these air quotes communities are. None of these people are real. Their relationships are not real. The way they interact with each other is not real. And ultimately, what this term means is just another way to control you. It's another way to control products. It's another way for these communist fascists to step out of their way and engage within central planning upon your favorite games, your favorite movies, your favorite TV shows, whatever it is that you love, whatever it is that you have fun with. If you find a certain forum really informative, okay, well now we have to have a community around psychophysics or some sort of psychology this, psychology that, or some kind of science this, science that. A community is always an excuse to control a group of individuals, to turn the individuals into a slave mind, and to corral like a herd a group of individuals who have nothing to do with the herd. And to be even more specific about it, it is herd-minded individuals, slave-minded individuals who are telling you that you must become a part of their slave mentality. What they want to do is erase individualism, and what they want to do is erase any identifier of the ego. That if you were the individual to personify themselves, we must erase that. You must become one with the collective, and you must integrate your soul and your consciousness. You must integrate with group-enforced coercion. Do not forget that in the modern landscape, there is no such thing as community. Once upon a time, we had a very real sense and understanding of community, but even then, communities are overwhelmingly made up of and held up by individuals. A community will always be and only is as strong as its weakest and its lowest counterpart. If you identify with the community, you will no longer be free of your own mind. And if you are a part of the community, you will always be renting out your mind and the serenity of your own discernment to the indirections of ideological warriors, because there will always be the most possessive and corroded minds that will control you within these communities. It is a cult. It is a new age religion. And when you are told that you are a part of some random community of artificial people and artificial friends and artificial relationships, that is your exact cue to check out, disassociate, and leave. The only thing that is ever true in reality and in your life are your interpersonal relationships and the people that you intimately know and the relationships that you personally cater to. Friendships are not like taste testing, and friendships or relationships are not like browsing for an image on Google search. You have to spend time with them, and it takes time to cultivate them. This term community used to never exist, and now it does. And now it has infiltrated every layer of civilization, of society. And its only purpose is to demoralize you and destroy the very individual that you ever can be or ever can become. These groups of imaginary friends, the only thing they want from you is ideological power, ideological control, and in the end, service to their slave mind.